2, now you're heading back to Wheeling, winning 3 straight games. What's the mood like in the locker room right now?
Yeah, I think that the mood's great. Obviously the job's not finished, but I think we feel really good about our game right now. That was just it was a great overall effort by the whole lineup, and so there's nothing to feel bad about right now for us.
Yeah, it's a huge momentum swing in the series, and I mean, we said it on Sunday when we got back. We're gonna take all 3 at home. That's what we did. Shows the character of the group, but yeah, like Lamp said, job's not done yet.
Yeah, I thought our game was really tight tonight, and again, I've talked about it in here. These guys have been great. The fatigue factor, again, I thought we skated and won battles, and you know, and really frustrated them with our play defensively and away from the puck. And they're a dangerous team, but again, I thought each game was different, as it always is. And today, from an execution standpoint of the game plan, again, the guys were borderline perfect.
Max, each guy on the top line had at least 2 points tonight. Of the 17 goals this series, one of you guys has been involved with 12 of them. What makes your connection with Jacob and Brooklyn so effective?
I mean, they're both great players, right? Unbelievable players, and to be honest with you, like first day I saw like Huddy on the ice, I knew that I was gonna have instant chemistry with him, and same thing with Callie. Like the way he wants to play the game, the skill he's got. I've played with players like him pretty much most of my career, I think. So yeah, I mean, just great players, both of them, and it's been really fun playing with those two.
Xander, you had the assist to Ben Allison tonight. This is his 3rd game in the postseason. He seemed to really give you guys a boost. What are you seeing from him in his play on this?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think at the beginning of playoffs, he probably wasn't sure how much he was going to play or how many games he's going to get in, because we got such a good lineup. But yeah, he's came in and he's been playing the right way. I know he's been getting power play reps that he's been doing really good on too. Like he has a good attitude, and I mean, if he's in the lineup, if he's not in the lineup, if he's on the power play or not, he's been great for us. And so it's nice to get like guys with fresh legs. Like Hemi tonight was buzzing. Bell too. Like it's nice to have guys that can interchange in and out of the lineup.
Yeah, I'll ask about that, Coach. Bellamy and Hemstrom both coming back in, both looking good, making you look quite smart with some of these lineup changes. And we talk about Allison and Hemstrom. Their games really seem to play well together. You had them on the same line tonight.
Yeah, I thought that line was obviously scores key for us, but just the way they played. And then, you know, we talked about it the other night. You know, sometimes you bring guys in, it's fresh legs. We've played a lot of hockey, but it also, you move the lineup around a bit, and these guys have responded all year. I said that last night. Anytime we've made a switch and moved a guy somewhere in and out of the lineup, or in the lineup, or up and down the lineup, we've always seemed to get a response, and this is no different. I knew Hemi would come in. You know, he was supposed to be a scratch in the Adirondack series, and he knew it. And then Kalmakoff got sick, and he came in with, you know, he had a fire under his ass, for lack of a better word, and that's what you want. And it comes from a good place. You don't want to sit. Everybody wants to play. I mean, Allison watched the whole first round and the first 2 games, and now he comes in, gives us a spark. And for me, it's just depth too. We've talked about it all year. You know, you get scoring throughout the lineup in all 3 of these games, and obviously tonight the 4th line gets us on, if you want to call it that, gets us on the board early, and really was probably our best line, certainly in the first period.
Something Keels and I talked about tonight. It felt like you guys did a great job of getting Wheeling out of their style of play. They started trying to mimic a little bit Adirondack, perhaps. What is it that you guys are doing that was just kind of frustrating?
I just think checking, you know, and that's not necessarily meaning body checks. It's just cutting off their ice, a term we use, and just it's time and space. They got a lot of skill. They got a lot of speed. They're very good off the rush. They're deactivate, and I just thought we did a good job, you know, cutting their ice off, taking away time and space, not giving them the blue line. taking away that second wave. And then on the other side of it, I thought we talk about this all the time, controlling zones. I thought we controlled the offensive zone. And those guys that are skilled guys, they want the puck, they want to play in the offensive zone, they want to get on the rush, and now they got to defend. And I think that led to the frustration, which in turn leads to penalties and them getting out of their, like you said, rhythm.
Max, last night you said that defensively you guys were just kind of out of it, and compared to tonight, it seems night and day. Was the difference just basically just kind of the amount of effort you guys were giving? Was there anything else?
I think it's effort. I think it's mental toughness. Like, guys were definitely more dialed in on their details today, and it's just, yeah. I mean, every day it's a new game, right? It's a fresh sheet. Like, you're never out of the series until you lose the fourth game, right? So, yeah, it just shows kind of the character and the commitment of the group, right? We talked about it in the locker room before the game, and we executed the game plan.
Been a home series so far.
Yeah.
Wheeling winning the 2, you guys winning the 3. Obviously, you knew you had to win 1 in Wheeling. What do you got to do to win Game 6 and make this a 6-game series?
I from a coaching standpoint, I don't think anything changes. The biggest thing is matchups. And we were able to, and I'm not a big matchup to stick to it the whole game, but at home, you start with it and you have that ability to control that. It's different. So again, we've talked about it as a group. There's times you're gonna, I don't want to say be a mismatch, but there's times out there you're gonna have to survive your shift, and that's okay. And that's what you need to be a winning team. At the end of the day, we did what we needed to do. Momentum, you can say what you want about it, but to these guys' point, I think Lamp said it, we're feeling pretty good about our game. And we finally get a little bit of a break here to kind of heal up and actually maybe get away from each other for a day, which is also nice. Get back there and have an opportunity to win the series.
Yeah, I mean, 2 days off is going to feel like a week, I'm sure, for you guys with the run you've been on. I mean, just 7 games in 9 days with travel.
2 days of travel.
Yeah, 2 days of travel, right. I mean, I know we talked about mental toughness. It's just, what has impressed you the most? I guess the question for all three of you.
Exactly that. It was a key. It was a key. A lot of these guys haven't been through something like this, or potentially long playoff runs, or maybe they have, but the schedule. I won a Kelly Cup championship my last year. I never saw it. Like, we traveled to Alaska and Florida. There was a lot of tough travel and delays, but there was always a day. We had a day of travel, a day of practice, and then you got back at it. But this has just been insane, and we knew it. And to their credit, the group has accepted it, and we've been able to utilize the entire lineup. I think for me, the mental toughness of it and the grit, the grit of these guys, just really not even focusing on it. And it's just like on to the next game.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.